6 dozen have already been spoken for. Miss Laura, this is not a toaster oven. We want to make very, very clear to everybody who's watching that this becomes an extension of your permanent oven in your house. It just gives you more capacity, or when you don't want to heat up the big oven, you've got all the bells and whistles in a smaller version. It's nice to have you back.
Nice to be
Nice to see you.
Just wanted to say, David, my confession is
What
I
is?
have not used my big oven since March.
Since you got this?
Well, no, I've had this oven for about 2 years.
Yeah.
But we had such a short winter in Florida that the house would heat up, and so I cook in this oven because it heats up quickly and it does a fabulous job. I'm going to try to hold myself back, David.
I know you're excited. Hey, let me tell you also.
I love this
I
oven.
know you do. It's Laura's favorite KitchenAid appliance.
Yeah.
Let me tell you also that this is shipping out on July the 30th. We need just about an extra week or so to get this out to you. So please know that we're going to be getting this out on July the 30th. Sold out the last 2 days it was on the air. This is a convection oven. Comes along with a broil pan and a crumb tray. But one thing that I want you to hear when you open, yes ma'am, when you open this door and close it, I want you to listen to something. This almost sounds like you've closed the door of an expensive automobile.
Yes.
It's not that tinny, rattly, kind of toaster oven kind of sound that we've all had before.
Right.
This is something very special. I want you to look very closely here. This is KitchenAid.
Yes.
Since 1919, they've been making quality products for our kitchen. And this is amazing. Beautiful stainless steel, so it matches very nicely in your kitchen.
Designed to match your major appliances. See how the handle would work back to your major appliances.
Rounded, and it's got huge capacity, and all the buttons are easy to work with. There's a timer built in. It even has auto shut off.
Yes.
I love this oven.
Which is fabulous.
Okay, now.
Okay, so David, think of this oven just like the hand mixer is to the stand mixer.
Yes.
Miniaturized, okay? This is exactly like your large oven. You already know how to work it. That's what's so great about it, because it has the same kind of knobs that you're used to working with in your large oven.
Yeah.
So the top one there is where you're going to choose the function. So it has the function of broiling up to 450 degrees. We've got some broiling over there, and we'll show you that in just a minute. And it's closed door broiling, so fish, no smell.
So check this out. So we have toasting, broiling.
Yep. We have keep warm and bake. And bake is where they're going to be using that convection oven. And David, I've got this oven turned on to bake. And here, I'm going to start this timer. You can tell that the oven is on by this little power light. But do you hear that convection feature working?
No, ma'am, it's whisper quiet. Because at KitchenAid, we like to say that silence is the sound of quality. Exactly.
Yes.
Let me update everyone and say that over 400, I beg your pardon now, 500 of these ovens are gone. We have fewer than 1,700 ovens to go around. It sold out the last 2 days on the air. This oven is the bomb diggity. This is the one that you've been waiting for. This is the one that you'll use probably more often than you will your full-size oven. And you just did this cheese toast in here.
And
I need to do a little quality control.
Right away, but we're going to make that topping a little bit later on. But David, look at how even. And you know, my kids, I would make cinnamon toast, you know, on a cold morning, and you love that cinnamon toast there. This is one of the racks, and it will actually hold up to 6 regular slices of bread. Again, I kind of left that in even after it had been done toasting. But let me just show you a couple of things about this oven. David, why I am in love with this oven. First of all, how easy would this be to clean? This covers the entire bottom of the oven. So this is all I would have to wash off, stick in the dishwasher. Then it comes with 2 racks, because remember, we are telling you that you can load this oven all the way up when you're baking. That convection feature is going to move the air around, and everything will be evenly baked, so you can load that oven up. The other thing is that the racks are interchangeable in the way that you load them into the oven.
So if you need a little more height.
So if you need a little more height, a little lower, you just put that right in here. I'm not being able to see that from this angle.
Oh, you know what? Because you're working from the side,
right.
Which is fine.
Okay, but that's fine. All right, so here are the racks. You get 2 of those, and I wanted to show you. Okay, here, I'm going to close this door again. Oh, I love the sound of that. But then here's your timer that David was talking about. Why you're going to love this? If you have a teenage son like I did that would like to come home with all his buddies, there is a 12-inch pizza right there in front of you there, David.
Yes.
That'll give you some idea of the size. I could do 2 12-inch pizzas in this, and my son who gets, oh, I just heard the ding.
I just heard the timer go off. Hey, let me give an update real quickly, Laura. We brought in 2,300 of these ovens. I have fewer than 800 left to go around.
Oh,
it's important to know that this one is going very quickly. That door closes
that a beautiful thing?
like a beautiful quality automobile. That's the kind of stout quality this is. Now, 5 easy payments, Laura, of only $23.98. So it's the perfect oven at the perfect time. And let's think about this after we get out of summertime.
Right.
Let's talk about back to school. Let's talk about back to routine.
Right.
And you need to throw in some rolls while you got something in the big oven. Or
which is what I do.
Holiday season coming up. Multiple batches of cookies in the oven, but you still need to throw in some salmon for dinner. This becomes your auxiliary oven when you need it. It may become your only oven for most months of the year.
Right, and David, this piece of salmon cooked in 6 minutes under the broiler, closed door broiling. Also know that you're going to get this pan and this little rack with it. As you can see, I used this pan. That's a 6-pound chicken there, David.
Look at this 6-pound roasting chicken.
And roasted my potatoes. Or
Lovely.
I could just use this little pan, and here I've roasted some green beans.
Lovely. Let me update real quickly.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Miss Laura. We have fewer than 300 left to go around. If you're on the line, stay there. But are we going to wrap up? Because you know what? We've got 300 people left on the phone line, or actually 300 left and about that many people on the phones. So please stay right there. We're going to call this sold out. And if you're on the line, please stay there. We'll get you all squared away. Laura, what is your rock star?
Okay, thank you. You're going to love this oven.
I know we will. Hey, and Laura, you're coming back with a stand mixer.
Oh, yes, and
so
I'm making peppermint ice cream, David.
And be sure and take this big Starlight.